Alright, what's good, YouTube? This is your boy Charles, the face of Trade Tables, and we're here with our homie Evan today. He's going to be showing us his voiceless voice deck profile that he did for the premiere this weekend. He got first place with.
Alright guys, how's it going? So like Charles said, came in first at the sneak peek event this weekend, playing Voiceless Voice. It's a really cool deck, brand new, it's starting to pick up some steam in terms of hype, and let's just jump into it and see what I played. So we have 3 low, I believe it was called Novox in the OCG. So this it's one of the best cards in the deck. It's normal or special summon. You can place one of the voiceless spells or traps into the spell or trap zone, so you cannot ash that. It can be used for a full tribute for the rituals that you play. And then if you special summon one of the light rituals while it's in the graveyard, this can special summon itself. So it's a lot of effects. This card is just freaking insane. So yeah, 3 of that. And then we play 3 Diviner. We use this to get too low. By most of the time, we're going to use its effect to send this guy. This guy in graveyard, it's going to activate tributing the Diviner to special summon itself. And then, of course, when Diviner gets tributed, you're going to get to special summon this. So just extra ways to get to low. Very good card. And then we've got 3 of I guess regular monster Saphira. So this one, you can discard it to the graveyard to pitch a ritual spell, and then you have the option to search a ritual monster. So if you get drolled early on, you can still use this effect to discard itself and then send a ritual from deck to graveyard, and you don't have to add the monster. So this card's really good, and then you can banish it from graveyard to ritual summon. So yeah, this card is also very good. Run 3 of that. So we run 1 of this new Sarvis monster. So you can special summon it from your hand by shuffling 2 spells from your hand and or graveyard back into the deck. One of them has to be a ritual spell. And then he has a quick effect. When your opponent activates an effect, you can bounce it back to your hand and then special summon a ritual from your deck. But I believe it gets bounced back at your next end phase. So what you have the option to bring out with him, you got 2 Sarvis, 2 the Skull Guardian. So people are probably familiar with what this guy does. At least his effect in your hand, you can discard him to negate an effect that would target one of your monsters. He has an on-field effect though that's really good. So basically, if he's on field and your opponent does an inherent summon, you can bounce this back to your hand to negate that summon and banish it. So this card's very, very good. And then the new Skull Guardian card. So when he is ritual summoned, you can add a voiceless monster or a ritual to your hand. And when you have this guy on board, he is an Omni Negate, and he gains 2050 attacks. He's at 4100, so it's not hard to get both of these out, and once you do, you've got an Omni Negate, a big boy. Yeah, very, very good. And then for some hand traps, I play 3 Nibs, I play 3 Drolls, and I also played triple Imperm. So I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to be seeing these going forward. Easily some of the best hand traps in the game. I wanted to make room for Veilers as well. I was struggling to make the room, so I just didn't play it. Going forward, I'll probably try to make the room again, but I'm not sure what I'm going to cut yet. So I did play these. Let's see, going on to spells, we've got triple Barrier. So okay, so while you control low and the Skull Guardian, your opponent can only attack ritual monsters and cannot target your light monsters with effects. This card is insane. It also has an effect. You can just during the main phase you can add a voiceless voice monster to your card to your hand. So pretty much anything in the deck that you want, this card can get it. It's literally just a once per turn tanky on top of all the protection. Yeah, this card is really, really good. Then I've got 3 pre-prep. I considered playing 2 of this. I still might cut it down to 2. I don't know. I really like this card, but there are times where you've got some wonky hands and you kind of need the 3rd one, or you want to see, an extra one. So I don't know. It's really good. I'm still kind of messing around between 2 and 3, but for now, or at least for Saturday, I played 3 of it. Triple Prosperity, you just want to dig through your deck, see pieces. Pretty self-explanatory there. I played 3 Super Poly. This card was incredible. My homie Charles right next to me, he can he felt the pain a couple times. This card's insane. I mean, everyone knows what it does. I think this card is going to see a lot of play going forward. Yeah, very good. Then we've got so 2 of the Voiceless ritual. So I mean, the first part, you just ritual summon, but it has a graveyard effect, which is really cool. So if one of your ritual summon monsters, or no, I believe it's just if one of your ritual monsters leaves the field by card effect, you can banish this and then special summon a ritual from the deck. I think on Saturday it only came up, gosh, I want to say it only came up like once, but it was actually at a really critical point and I needed it to win the match. So you got to play through that. One Fall by the Grave. Fall by the Grave, there are some hands where you want to make sure you can make your end board. Just good card. And then one of the Voiceless Trap. So this card I'm thinking about actually bumping up to 2. I'm not really sure yet. I think it's really, really strong. So it's got 2 effects and you can activate one of them per turn during the main phase. So the first one, you can shuffle a light ritual monster. And the ritual monsters have to be warrior or dragon, which yours are. You can shuffle one or a ritual spell from your hand or your graveyard back into the deck, and if you do, you can either add or special summon a Voiceless monster from your deck. So a lot of the times you can use that to bring out the one of that I played. Just shuffle something back, special summon him, and then when your opponent does anything, bounce this back, bring out the Ritual Sarvis, and you're pretty good to go. And the other effect that it has, you can target cards that your opponent controls up to the number of light ritual monsters that you control, and you pop those targets and this card. So like I said, you can do either of those once per turn. Yeah, this card is really, really good, and I'm gonna be testing it out at 2, and we'll kind of see how that goes. But that was the deck. Should be clean 40 cards. Going on to the extra deck. The extra deck doesn't have everything that I wanted to play. I ran a little short on time, but I played Anima, I played Link Rebo, just to go into, help me get into the Little Knight. I mean, everyone knows what this card does. You're going to be seeing a lot of it for a while, I think. I played 2 Dynamondo, so this card's pretty good. So it's got a couple of effects. If it's special summon, you can target a card, I believe it's on the field. In fact, I'm going to read it real quick. Sorry about that. Card on the field and a ritual monster in the graveyard, shuffle back both into the deck. So they came up only a couple times, but it's a strong effect. The main thing you're going to do with this, you're going to make it at the end of your turn. And then during your opponent's turn, I'll usually do it during draw phase, you'll tribute this, target a ritual monster, and special summon it. So you'll tribute it, target that, special summon it, and then when that special summons, you'll get to trigger Lowe's effect, bring this out, and then if you only have one of either the continuous spell or the continuous trap out, you can use this effect and place the other one. So it's pretty strong, just to make your board a little bit stronger. Okay, the embarrassing card. I didn't play that. I literally wanted it to be something else. I just needed the 15th card for my extra deck, so don't play that unless you want to, I guess. I played 1 Goddess. There were situations where I thought it could come up, but stuff like Pearly being one, but I didn't play against Pearly. I played. Let's see, what was it? A bunch of fire decks. I played Charles, who was playing Fire Kings. I played Rescue Race twice. I played Sprite Tri Brigade, and then I played. I don't remember what I played round 1, but. It was something. Yeah, that's all right. So we got a Typhon, good card. Did not come up at all on Saturday, but you never know. I feel like there are a lot of situations where this card can come up. I played some Super Volley targets. The second Mud Dragon was actually supposed to be the guilty, but I didn't have it. Oh yeah, Charles wants me to take him out, so never mind, guys. Do not play Super Volley. I repeat, don't. It's a bad card. And then a couple more targets for Diviner. Pretty standard. And then I played 1 Baron as the last card. So this card did not come up, but in theory there are some applications. I mean, there's times you can use like a Diviner, you can dump below, and then synchro the Diviner with one of the level 7 rituals to make it 10. I mean, it never came up, but the extra deck is so flexible with this deck. I just put it in there, why not? So yeah, that was it. It was a good day. 4 wins, no losses, 1 draw. The draw was with Charles right here. That was a really hard matchup. Yeah, this is a great deck. It's a lot of fun. And for anyone that is not sure what to play this upcoming format, or if you just don't want to play Fire Kings, yeah, I think this is a solid choice for sure. But, yep.
All right, guys. This is Charles, the Face of the Table, signing out. Peace.